The Miami Heat are easily one of my favorite teams to watch right now. I mean, for example, last night they had no Norm Powell, right? They were missing Andrew Wiggins, and they still just find ways to win these games. And right here, you're going to see Larson do a good job driving into the lane. He's going to spin back to the middle of the floor, but we're creating rotation from Dwight Powell, right? He's sticking kind of in the paint as Kel'el Ware kind of gets out here to the three-point line. Why is that important? Because we've got the floor spacing ability. You're also going to see a slot cut here by Bam Adebayo, putting even more pressure down low on this painted area, clearing out that weak side corner for Ware. As we drive in, you're going to see Larson does a good job spraying the ball immediately out. As the ball is coming out, we see he is still in the paint, which means we have a little bit of leverage to get the shot off quick. But once Ware catches the ball, he makes sure he's behind the three-point line and does not hesitate to put this thing up. This is the sign that he is becoming not only a reliable shooter, but a confident shooter that is going to make teams pay because of his floor spacing ability. Now, why else do I love the fact that he can shoot the ball? Because you can play with these double big lineups and not really lose offensive versatility. Usually, for example, when you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, and when they play their double big lineup with Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, they lose a lot of floor spacing, a lot of versatility, because Jarrett Allen cannot space the floor to shoot the ball. But Bam and Ware are both shooters this season, right? Which is terrifying. Now, we're going to break down the film from this game. Before we dive in, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button, but hype the video if you guys can, right? It's a new feature on YouTube, and man, does it help. Hype the video, and let's dive into another Heat video. Now, I love the way they attack in transition right here. They get a somewhat open three off the screen for Klay Thompson, but right away when they get the rebound, you're going to notice the first instinct isn't to slow it down and wait to pass the ball to someone. Bam immediately gets it, turns, and goes, right? Perfect. This is what we want to do, because when you can get out in transition, when you can force a defense not to be able to set up in their half-court set, you create mismatches, right? You create opportunity. And right here, Bam Adebayo, as he's bringing it up, first thing he notices are these guys are dropping back into a very soft coverage. They're also overloaded to the wrong side here. So as we bring it up, we kind of want to get in the way as we hand this thing off to our teammate. Now, ultimately, it doesn't give us an open shot like we'd want it to. We'd want to set that screen harder, pull up three right there, but they play it pretty well. But what it does do is create a drive, we create a roll, we create rotation from this defense, right? So, boom, we drive, they kind of double here, which is going to start to move the defense over. Look at PJ Washington now playing down low because they've got kind of a matchup that they like down low versus the guard. So now we just got to swing this thing out to our youngin out here in the corner. Boom, now we've got great separation, great ball movement, great shot, great execution from this offense. Great job by Johnson right there, man. Again, they're not scared to get out in transition. And that's why I am very excited about where this team is headed right now. They're confident. And again, they're missing two really big players. Another solid play here by Jaime here. We're going to get this screen. Now, I want you to focus on the key read defender is the guy that's going to help out, right? Now, when we come off these screens, a lot of people like to take this thing baseline, force low post rotation. That way we could hit the dunker spot. However, on this play specifically, you're going to see Cooper Flagg kind of play the baseline. You see how his hips are opened up and he's playing the baseline. He's basically forcing you back inside. Now, Jaime does a good job changing direction, getting down low. I wish Bam stayed on that low post, the weak side, but ultimately it's fine because Jaime drives into the lane, and look at this move. Look at the finish right here. I love this. Now, again, the reason I wish he stayed at that opposing side, I guess it doesn't really matter. But if you were to get Dwight Powell to come up and fully overcommit, you could have thrown the backside lob here. But again, doesn't matter. Jaime still finishes his beautifully. Great finish late in the game. Only up by 4. Puts it up to 6. That was a big bucket. Really quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Hit that like button, like I said. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Miami Heat all year long. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. I've enjoyed covering this team so far. I've had such a good time, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. So turn on your post notifications. Make sure you are notified when we do post these videos. And with that being said, let's continue to dive into some more film. Okay, watch the movement right here by Simone. This dude is one of those guys that is annoying to defend because he's always moving, okay? So right here, Jaime drives in, gets stood up a little bit by Klay Thompson. That's fine. Look at Simone, right? Act like he's going to go to the top, and then boom, books it back to the corner, and then he's going to book it back inside, okay? Watch this. It looks like we're going to set up this little DHO here off the spin. Boom. Once we get this guy to overcommit to the baseline, we cut to the middle. Great pass here by Jaime. Very instinctual. Now we have this one-on-one opportunity with us driving, and then you got the big man. We got Khalil Ware in that dunker spot on the weak side, which is perfect. Love that. As we drive in, Dwight Powell does a pretty good job here. We could have lobbed that thing up, but look at the finish here. All arm, nothing but arm, and one. Sound dumb. It's too easy out here for Miami. Great finish. Now, I do want to say they did not do a good job, one, shooting the three ball in this game, but passing the ball. I feel like their assist numbers were down in this game, but it just goes to show how well they are, individually, I guess you could say. The NBA season is in full swing, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money during this year's NBA season. Now, before I get into my picks for tonight, I do want to show you a big offer that they're giving right now. If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use on the Sleeper app. If you put in 50, they're going to give you 50, right? It is an absolute cheat code. But what I am putting in for tonight is Giannis over 30 points. They're taking on Cleveland. He usually has really good games versus Cleveland. I think he is going to have a big night tonight. Probably will get to the free throw line a ton. I also like Evan Mobley to have a little bit more assists because they have Giannis guarding him majority of the time. He likes to kick out, draw double teams in certain areas of the floor. And I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. We also can look at Khalil Ware versus the Knicks. I think he's going to have 10 or more points in this game. And this is 20 to win 70. You guys can obviously put more, put less, whatever you guys want. And again, use promo code DUBS. You'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, depending on how much you put in. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. When in doubt, give the ball to Tyler Herro. We're going to swing this around. We have a matchup that we really like here. You're going to notice how we just swing this thing around. Once Herro gets the ball, we're going to clear out. We're going to get everyone on the other side of the floor. Give our guy space on a mismatch. And guys, by the way, to give you a little bit of context, it's a tie game. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Nothing but opportunity here for Tyler Herro. He's going to take advantage of it. I mean, drives literally right by his defender. The toughest thing about Tyler Herro is his ability to stop on a dime and give you a little push floater, right? You look at Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett are two other guys I look at. They'll push floater, man. It's so stupid, but it's so effective, especially for Tyler Herro. Push floater, gets it to go easy, off the window, off the glass. Love it, right? I love it because it's just so hard to defend because you see him running right at the basket and then boom, stops up, pull up, easy money. Again, great bucket there by Tyler Herro to give them a little 2-point lead. And then next possession down the floor, once again, we're going to drive into the lane and just apply a lot of pressure to the interior of this defense, man. It felt like the Heat did whatever they wanted down low in this game. Everything, right? They just attacked. They pointed out a weakness and said, this is what we need to do. And I love that as a game plan. Just attack weaknesses. And right here, Larson, great job attacking, getting an easy bucket, putting the team back up by 4, and then now 198, 2 minutes left to go in the game. We're going to get this quick little ghost screen, which doesn't work out exactly the way we want to. Whenever you set a ghost screen, what you want to happen is this guy to overcommit to switching. This guy fights over it, and then you leak out for 3. Would be wide open. They play it very well, okay? They play it well. We maintain a matchup with Davion, and he drives into the paint, throws up the backside lob. I mean, that is deadly. And you can see right here, Daniel Gafford is playing in what we call an in-the-gap defense because this is the matchup that we are hunting almost every single time down the floor. We know if we drive this way, we're going to create him to rotate. Even if we drive this way, we can create a little bit of a stagger. And as we backdoor cut, we want to clear out, get Cooper Flag out of the paint, right, to create that window. And then Davion's got eyes in the back of his head or something because he throws that thing up with anticipation. Great job by Khalil Ware. Throws it down on poor Daniel Gafford. And I feel like from here, the game really got intense because they tied it up 102-102. Big time steal by Bam Adebayo here, trying to get the ball to the corner, wide open. Bam plays it perfectly, finds Davion. Now we're out in transition. And Tyler Hero, pull up jump shot, little push floater. Oh my lord, that was dirty. The fact that he finished this shot is unbelievable. What a play. But yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family for more Heat videos and updates throughout the year. They attacked the paint in this game, and they did it at a good level, man. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Should be soon. They don't play today. I think they play Wednesday. Yeah, they play the Bucks on Wednesday in Miami. That'll be a good game. I'll see you guys then. Peace.